Working out, do you feel that surge of energy flowing through you? Do you feel that energy of you actually being focused in your workouts and doing what you need to do? Well, most of the time you will be able to, but sometimes you just can't because your body feels weak to do so and you can't focus straight. And if you do try to work out in this state, you're not going to feel well. You're not. Instead, you will feel weak. And I mean weak. Because at this state, your body is literally telling you that it cannot perform when you're feeling sick, extra tired, or exhausted. When you're at this state, your body is trying to tell you that you're not going to perform as well as you may think you are, as you may think you're going to be. This is something that you never want to feel after doing a workout. Never. Doing a workout must feel rewarding, not to make you feel any less. Which is why working out when you're tired or weak, it can mess up your rhythm. And during the state, it may feel like you're making progress because you're pushing through, but your body is not trying to procrastinate. It's just low on energy. It's just low. It can't perform as well as you may think and can maybe injure you. Yes, injure you on your attempt. So let me explain what happens when you decide to work out when your body is not feeling it at the moment. Which leads me into what happens if you work out when you're fatigued. Now, there are many things that can happen. Many. But I want to go over what can really mess you up. The first issue is that you build up an increase for injury. An increase. Because when you're doing a workout, you usually feel some pain and a depletion in energy. It should only be a moderate amount of pain that you feel so you can make your muscles work, which shows effort. But if you're doing a workout that is like life or death, you're driving yourself nowhere. You're driving yourself nowhere. Because when you try to push through a workout whilst being fatigued, you're not improving yourself. You're just hurting yourself in the process. You are. But you're doing sets wrong due to how much pressure you are under. And overall, you're not performing as well as if you weren't fatigued in the first place. Because when you're doing sets of workouts wrong, you're harming your own body by not even trying. This puts more pressure onto your endurance and strength. It only adds more fuel to the fire. There's no need for that. In this condition, I'm gonna say this, it's harder to perform and to focus. It's harder. And it just grows more fatigue than you had before, making it more harder for you to actually do better. This can make a cycle of you feeling as if you're not doing enough, which directly pushes you into the next issue. Overtraining. When you overtrain, trust me, it will feel like progress at first. It will. It will. You're dialed in, getting your reps in, and you are just focused. Then after some time, your body will be tired, but it'll be a deeper state. But it'll be a deeper feeling of tired. It won't be the same. You won't feel as if you enjoyed the workout in the first place, and that will lead to a decline in effort. That will lead to that. So let me explain how it starts to show itself. Over makes you feel as if you're making progress, when in reality, you're just hurting your own muscles. Because with overtraining, this only leads to having sleeping disturbances, more muscle soreness, and less focus in general. And it makes you go more than what your body can do. Due to you having a high increase in a potential injury, which already has its own side effects, is just being amplified by overtraining. Because when you overtrain, you're doing more than what your body can handle. And yes, while at times that may be good, if your body is trying to get a grasp of air to rest, that's when you need to comply. That's when your mind has to be cautious of how much time is working out. Because in a situation, it will be harder for you to focus. Because of this, you're now in a state where working out feels more unhealthy, unmanageable, and energy depleting. Because training is supposed to be a thing where you work out with no major injuries afterwards and a boost of focus and just a little energy depletion. You will still lose some energy, but not as much as overtraining. That's all. Try to hit a PR every single rep. No. And if you do keep up with overtraining, which you shouldn't, this will make recovery hard to get through. Which leads me to how recovery will be impaired. For recovery to be impaired, you have to push yourself till the very end of yourself, mixed in with inadequate rest. This makes it so that performance has decreased massively, and doing a workout feels more like a challenge than before. Recovery is never like this. Recovery, my friend, is never like this. Never. Because recovery is supposed to be you resting your muscles so it can perform again, so it can rest. But when you decide to skip a rest day for it, yes, you may feel progress, but you will feel your body trying to shut down on itself. Impaired recovery is where your body can't efficiently bounce back, making the muscles use the last of its energy. And with this, you're not able to rest as much as you need. This affects how your next training session will go. It can make you unconscious on what you are trying to work out overall. This is mostly caused by, as I said, training, doing workouts you know you can properly do, and an increase in weakness when finished with one. All of these things are destroying your body with no benefits whatsoever. No benefits. It keeps you in this loop where you're just fatigued and weak, and it feels impossible to break out of, especially when your mind has gotten used to it. When your mind has gotten used to being weak for not for not for not making progress, it will be a hard time to break. But you're still able but to break this loop. You still are. Which will wipe out the loop that you're in. It will take you out of it. Called resting your body. Resting your body. Just one day of resting. One, I say. Just one. Just one rest day of you just resting or doing a light workout. It may not seem like much because you feel like you're not making that much progress, but it can make a very big difference in your performance on your next workout. A very difference. It's a very big difference. And with resting, it's what you need to do in order to actually make progress in the future in your workouts. It's needed. The way how it breaks the cycle is by replacing overworking with active recovery. Now you may be wondering, well, what's active recovery? Active recovery is where you're doing low intensity workouts without trying to move heavily, without focusing on heavy activities. This makes the muscles work out without really straining them whatsoever. And this helps by aiding the muscles in the process, by making it regain energy for your next workout, which kills the risk of injury on your next workout as well, because since your body is not fully rested, you're not really, trying to do your best because they're going to do your best because you have energy, not making you fight over doing a rep in the first place. When you start to practice this, you usually increase in focus and in effort, and it will be easier to do than before. Way easier. That's because the body is getting its proper rest when it needs to, which also destroys the habit of inadequate rest. When you destroy the habit of inadequate rest, you will see a massive change in yourself. Massive. You will. And with this, these are the final words. Now, that is all I have to say for today, so make sure to work out when needed to. Keep building up discipline and start building the habit of rest days. Because I can guarantee you this, when you apply this, you will see a surge of effort starting to take root. That no one can take away, but you, my friend. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.